Today's video is very different than a normal Sound 101 episode. Today we are going to be going over everything that's on this cart that you need to bring to become a location sound mixer for the TV and film industry. Now, we've talked in the past about things like ENG and interview setups, but never have we gone this far into depth about location sound mixing when it comes to things like short films and movies. This is what you need. Let's start with the top. Let's actually talk about the sound bag itself. So this sound bag has been perfectly crafted for what I think I need to do in order to achieve my day-to-day gig. I've got a recorder. It's closest to my body. It's in the bottom of the bag. When I tilt my bag up like this, I can actually see it. It's right there. Everything else is facing me. The things I need to touch the least are furthest away from me. Things like the battery, the power switch to my BDS, anything like that, pulling knobs back and forth. Those are going to be right there so I can get around, pull off what I need to. Being organized is critical so you can move fast on set without having to slow everyone else down. So simple things like pre-wiring your bag up so you know exactly what's going on is something you can do before the shoot even starts. Now let's talk about the BDS system. The BDS, or battery distribution system, is actually right here, and it's two parts. One, I've got a little readout for my voltage. It also kind of gives you an estimated runtime. You should know what your battery is doing. So for mine, if I read 12.6, I've got a full battery. When this drops down to about 9.4, I know my battery is nearly dead. I should be kind of worried about having to swap out batteries. Now you may say, well, can't you look at the one on your Zoom F8? Yes and no. Not all recorders have that feature. At the same time, I don't always rely on this one so much as a dedicated voltmeter. My BDS system also has a switch, so I can turn it on and off if I want to do, like, say, take a lunch, and I just want to power off everything in my bag, I can do that. Now, it won't turn off my receivers right now because they have internal batteries, but if I had different kind of receivers in here, a simple switch could turn off everything in my bag. But for right now, I'm just showing you guys in one kit how one simple bag setup can carry enough to get you going. Now let's take a look at the rest of the cart. The rest of my top section, I've got just an empty, nice carpeted space. What this allows me to do is when I am lavvying someone up, I can just lay this out, lay out my other lavalier. I actually have room now to prep lavaliers. So when an actor comes over to me or an actress comes over to me and says, hey, I need to get mic'd up, I'd be like, no problem. I've already got you pre-set up. Here you go, here's your lavalier. Let's place it here, here, and here. And boom, it's already on you. Now this cart isn't the biggest of carts. This cart allows me to prep about 2 lavs at a time. What I like though, is because of this lip, I can also stick them on the side of the cart like that. The other part of this cart is you'll see a shark fin antenna. What that shark fin antenna is allowing me to do, so if I need to send a lavalier extra far to the back side of the set, someplace further than I normally would be setting up, I can always take my shark fin antenna, plug it into the corresponding lavalier pack, and point that in the direction of that actress or actor. What that's gonna allow me to do is get even more range, even more stability, even when they're having to go through a couple of walls. If I were to expand this system, you can actually get a splitter for this unit, an active or passive, and actually start routing that shark fin into every single receiver you have in your bag. This is a great system that you're gonna see in a lot of professional rigs that allow you to plug in different antennas to your receiver. So you really have to take a look at when you're shopping for receivers, does your system allow for this? So I like to always keep it on me on my cart. The other thing I want to talk about is my boom pole. You'll notice it's holding itself up. I got a quick fist here. I modded my cart. It's a piece of plastic. This cart at the end of the day is just plastic, and I've got a bolt sitting right there that allows me just to drill that thing right in, hold it in place. I may end up adding a second one for, again, if I want to put my shark fin on the backside and have a mast go up and down. You will see this on the very big carts, but if you are just getting started, having a place to hold your boom pole is gonna make you look 1,000 times more professional than the guy who just leans it up against the wall and lets it fall and like scratch up the wall. So always securing your boom pole is one of the #1 tips I can say. No matter what cart you buy, always secure your boom pole. Now let's take a look at the next part of this cart, and that is this guy right here. This is my Comtex bin. What's nice about the Comtex bin is it carries everything I need to handle all the different kinds of IFBs I'm gonna be doing on set. What that means is really just simple. If my director, just a second, throat is very dry. Now the actual bin itself, this is a Comtech. These come in different shapes, different sizes, different brands make them. This is the actual Comtech brand. It's so that the director at the end of the day can take his pair of headphones, her pair of headphones, plug them in, and actually get a feed from your audio bag to this little guy right here, and that anyone on set wearing one of these can have a wireless audio feed. The other thing I like to carry with me is a basic FM transmitter. If I'm doing car-to-car stuff, we're doing a follow car, and the actor or actress is driving in the car ahead of me. One, I'm not gonna be in the trunk. Two, I'm just too big to fit in the back seat. I mean, let's face it, I'm a bigger guy. What I'll do is I'll drop this into the actual car. My audio bag's in that car, and it's transmitting an FM radio signal so that the follow car, all they have to do is tune into a radio station, and boom, so everyone in the follow car can hear what's going on in the picture car. But what I like to point out about this particular pack is right here, the batteries. These all run on 9 volts. So what do? I have a little 9-volt holder and a 9-volt charger, lives in the case. So I've almost transitioned completely to rechargeables now for the rest of my wireless, but for these guys, they're not rechargeable yet. And this is a little secret that only location sound people seem to really kind of know on set, is these batteries are completely dead. This guy is completely charged. How do you know? Well, if these guys were completely charged and I threw it in here, it's a metal where to short these little pins out, this battery would short out completely and potentially catch fire from getting too hot. But by keeping them all covered, I know that battery, even though it's charged, is completely safe. And which is a little flick of the finger, that battery comes completely out. And now I put it into my unit. Now let's say it's the end of the day and the unit is completely dead. When I'm done, pop it in there, and now I know I've got 3 dead batteries. So at the end of the day, I pop out those 3 dead batteries, and I can pop them right there on my charger. Done, just like that. Why do I like this particular charger from EBL? Because the plug is built in. I don't have to keep up with some of those external little cables. Anything where I don't have to keep extra cables, I love, because what I can do is literally just come over here at the end of the day, plug it in, and I'm good to go. Keep things organized, and you will find yourself working much easier throughout the day, and life being a lot less stressful. Now, what do I have at the very bottom? I've got the heaviest thing I need to carry. I keep it at the very bottom of the cart, keeps the cart from tipping. So what I got down there is I've actually got an Aperture 120D bag that was kind of left over from something else, but I'm repurposing it because honestly, it's a great bag. Why not? I stole it from Ted. He'll never know. What do I have in this bag? I've got a dead cat. I've got a secondary dead cat in case I'm doing 2 boom setups. I got backups. I got spares. Pistol grip is a great way of adding another 6 to 8 inches to your boom pole, along with this Rycote quick release plate. So if I need to set up on a boom, pre-set up microphones, I can pop them in, pop them out, and this goes to the boom pole. It is a wonderful piece of kit. Not a necessity though. Man, is it nice. I keep everything organized in either some kind of zippy bag of some kind. One is from a very reputable, nice brand. One is from IKEA. This bag costs $15. I think this bag costs $2. First bag is, of course, my Expendables. This is the bulk Expendables, the ones that are not pre-cut up for my lavalier kit. This is the one if I need to just, for some reason, I've run out in my kit, I can bulk and pull when I need to. So that is that one. This guy is everything I need to pull off time code. Every cable I own, every single thing I need to do from recharge to the actual time code boxes. I even keep spare pieces of Velcro. So when I pull out the little time code box, it's ready to go. I show up, I pull out the cable I need for that particular camera. The Velcro is already hooked up with spares in the back. Pull off the backing material, stick it to the camera. I'm done. A lot of this, like I said, can be pre-prepped. We pre-prep everything. So something like this, a lavalier case, has the lavalier, has multiple connectors, even has all the Rycote stickies and everything I need. It's also nice just to have these. These are really helpful. So I have those all in this case. The other thing is my big bag of Ursa straps. I mean, this thing, there's a stomach strap, there's a thigh strap, here is a, I don't even know what that is strap. Because I never know what the wardrobe is gonna be. I never know what the actor's demands are gonna be. Sometimes people say, hey, you know what? It's gotta be on this leg. Sometimes it's gotta be on this leg. Sometimes it's gotta be at the ankle. They don't want anything above the ankle. Well, I've got straps for that and I keep it all bundled in here so they're not loose, they're not rolling around. These can easily kind of fray out if you don't protect them because it's fabric at the end of the day. What else do I have in here? That's one of the last things I keep is what looks like a pencil case. It's all the little accessory and adapters. So here's a DXLR, here is a lavalier mount, here is my Lasty bands. These things are awesome for rigging it up. I also keep things like USB type B cables in here. Everything I keep, all the little oddball stuff, I keep it in this tiny little pouch. I just label it accessories. Hold on. I hate this pouch. I'm getting rid of this one. Last thing is I carry this little right coat protective case. It carries 2 different microphones. So there is my S-Mic 2S and there is my Unimic. So I keep both of those in this little case, keeps them nice and protected, pop them in there, close it all up. And that case is gonna protect everything I need. Seal that up, throw it in your case, and you don't have to worry about even TSA destroying your gear. Everything just works. Instead of me putting it on here, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna show you why though, at the end of the day, I selected this particular cart. And this cart has a feature that, unlike any other cart I've ever seen, is right here. I pulled this up, and just like that, and my whole cart folds up with me. And I can store this in my small LA apartment, slide it in behind all my coats, throw this in the back seat of my car. But at the end of the day, you can see it's really nice and small. I can fit anywhere with this little guy. Small apartments, small buildings, upstairs, it's light enough that I can take this up the stairs without any kind of problems when everyone else is having to work about their mag liners that don't go anywhere unless you have 5 grips dragging them around. Nah, not this little guy. I have done some modifications. You'll notice the bottom one does not have carpet. I had a $3 carpet from Home Depot. I also added some Velcro and got this guy on here pretty good. I may do some more modifications, but at the end of the day, when I need to set it up, and there we go. One built-out sound cart. So if you are looking to get into location sound mixing, this might be the cheapest cart to get you started. You may say to yourself, man, I really want one of those nice and big ones. I'd start here first though. I've had the big carts. I've done the whole things with SKB cases on top and rack mount gear and roll on the set. At the end of the day, I always come back to this guy because it's just easy. It's quick, it's light. I don't have to worry about teardown time at the end of the night. I don't have to worry about setup time at the beginning of the day. It's a great cart that I think a lot of people should start to look at and really design their build around this and see what you guys can do in terms of modding and expressing your own way of wanting to work through this platform. If you like this video or any other video that we've done, leave a comment below and tell us what our next video should be about. We want to make content that you guys really love and enjoy. Don't forget to like, follow, and subscribe on all social media platforms. And for this video, hit the bell for notifications. You want to know when we post videos? That's the best way to find out. I'm Andrew from Deity Microphones. Thank you for watching.